our kids are well-rounded.
Yeah, we should be live. All right, guys. We got a massive Spider Gwen haul with some other stuff as well. So here we go. All right, this one is another Batman Beyond. And, I mentioned this book before. Really great spec book. Now, we had a little bit of a false alarm with this. I don't know. There was a rumor going around that DC was going to do an animated series based upon Batman Beyond. And that ended up being false. So there was a little bit of a panic going on for this book. But that was false. But still, this book will have its day. I really, truly do believe that. So picking them up right now is still a good bet, in my opinion. Got to make sure that you get the version that was sold, not the free version. So the free version, we'll look at this one and we'll point it out. Okay, so the free version is going to have a black logo here, and it's going to have a bar here on the side where the comic book store or retailer or whatnot could stamp their information there. Let's take a look at this one. All right, there's a couple little spine ticks. I'm thinking this is going to be like a 9294-ish. We'll send it to get graded and see what happens. All right. Next. All right, well, this is another book that I still think is a great investment, even though I just sold off a bunch of them really to fund the Spider Gwen investment. So this is another one. Okay, what do we got here? All right, looks like we got a little zip thing here. Be careful here. We don't want to hurt this bad boy. All right. Okay. This is an Ultimate Fallout 4. That's the back of the Ultimate Fallout 4. And here's a great, this right here is the culprit. So that is where they seam the poly bag, and that's what puts the pressure on all these books. And creates that subscription crease on the back. So it's kind of cool. This one's polybagged, so I can show that to you. And that is the reason why all these need to be basically pressed, in my opinion, to get a good grade. Let's take a look here. We'll flip this over just because I'd rather see the front of it. Let's see how this thing looks. Really looks like it's going to be in pretty good shape. This one could make 9.8. It should probably at least be a 9.6. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Flip this around. So if I can still find these Ultimate Fallout 4s, if they're still polybagged, I'll try and keep picking some up. I've got my magic presser that can work some magic on those bad boys. Okay, so this one, in keeping with the Ultimate Fallouts, we've got one of the variants here, and this one happens to be graded. And I still think that, both the Ultimate Fallouts and the variants for Ultimate Fallout 4 are going to still be good books to have. They're going to be doing the sequel to the Spider-Verse movie. And then they're going to have the spin-off movie that's got Spider Gwen on it. So I expect these books to be picking up steam as we get closer to those movies coming out. All right, what we got here? I really got this taped up good. Okay, let's see here. Boy, this sucker is really in there. All right. Sorry that thing took forever to flip and unbox, guys. All right. So there it is. Ultimate Fallout 4, the variant. This one's graded a 9.2. And let's see if I can look and see. I mean, this thing looked a lot better than a 9.2 in the pictures, which was kind of why I scooped it up, because I thought, man, maybe I could bump this bad boy. This thing really, I see nothing wrong with it. I definitely think I'm going to send this to get cracked and pressed. I literally see nothing wrong with this book. So hopefully we can bump it. I mean, a lot of these little minor imperfections, you're just not going to see with it in the case. Anyway, if it bumps, great. I mean, to me, it's worth a press and a grade to try the way this thing looks. I mean, it looks really nice. I mean, that looks like a 9.6 to me at least. All right. You know what? Let's do this one first. Okay. So, another book, just keeping with the Spider-Man theme, I guess. Another book that you can just never have too many of. Good old Amazing 300, right? I mean, I'm still on my hunt to try and get myself a 9.8 on the cheap, and we'll see how it works. It's like he made popcorn out of some styrofoam. Okay, I haven't seen that one before, but so it's better than the standard popcorn. At least it's a little bit stiffer and not gonna get everywhere. All right, that's not so bad, I guess. All right. Now, again, we got a pretty good amount of tape. Oh, maybe this tape will actually come off. Yeah. Yeah, this tape isn't so sticky that it's going to be impossible to get off, so that's going to make it a little bit easier. Okay. And be real careful, guys, when you slice tape like this. You don't want to hit the book. Okay. All right, let's get this. Man, okay, so he taped. All right, let me see how I want to do this. Okay, I'm actually just going to cut the tape right around this bag and board because he's taped right across it. And we could damage the book pulling this tape off, so we don't want to do that. Okay. All right. It's a newsstand. Now, it's a little bit of a slight miswrap where I can see the front, the back cover coming across the front. I don't know how well you guys can see that there. So I'm gonna need to rebag this because, cutting it loose kind of damaged the bag. I don't think I want to take it out right now, but let's see. I think this could be a 9.4. If I get lucky, a 9.6. Now I don't know if there's this little tiny dot of a stain. I don't know if that can be cleaned up or not. So we'll just have to kind of play that by ear. But I believe this is the first newsstand ASM 300 that I was able to get. And, there could be at a later date that these newsstands could command a premium. They're really not right now, but they are a lot more difficult to find because, they probably printed 10 directs for every one newsstand, or maybe even more. So if the opportunity presents itself, if you have two and they're the same price and one's a newsstand, grab the newsstand. Okay. So now on to the Spider Gwens. Alright, so this should be no surprise to all you guys. We are going to start off with Edge of Spider-Verse 2. And this is Spider Gwen's first appearance. Let's see. Now, this is a little bit different than a Gemini mailer. All right, little thank you note. So this is another. No, I guess it is a Gemini mailer. Okay, there was just some extra tape, kind of taping it to where it looks slightly different. Well, no, I take that back. It's not a Gemini mailer. It's just some other generic mailer that's copying Gemini, but still looks like a nice mailer. Okay, now here. Okay. All right. Got it in a top loader. Cannot complain about that. At least they put tape pulls. That's nice to see. So tape pulls on the taping in the top loader closed. Now they put 10 pieces. You probably really only need one, but that's all right. Okay, so let's take a look at this bad boy. Okay, can't really tell if this is a little bit of color rub on the book. I think it might be on the black there. It looks to be in really nice shape. Tell you the truth. Okay, so this is the black variant, they call it. Now, I don't know how rare it is. People are trying to say it's super rare, but this background is more of a black, so it's a little bit darker. And I don't know if it's an actual like variant that's recognized, but it just could be a different color strike with fresh ink or something like that. But anyway, it seems to be commanding a little bit of a premium, so I was able to pick one up kind of reasonably. So we pulled the trigger on that. You know, I don't know. This probably, I'm gonna say it's probably a 9.6. I see a really faint spine stress. It looks like it breaks the color, and it's got a little bit of that color rub. So I think that I'm gonna call it a 9.6. Now, obviously, you have to take it out and all that type of good stuff, but no, I don't know. That's not gonna fit. Okay, we'll set that there. Okay, now on to our big box here. I'm just gonna leave it here. So this is our massive Spider Gwen box here. So this is a lot of reallocation of some of the Ultimate Fallout 4s to put that into Spider Gwen. Okay, and we got lots of peanuts here. All right. Okay, here we go. So this happens to be one of my favorite Spider Gwen books, if not my favorite. And we were able to pick up some serious quantity here. Okay. Right. All right. It's funny how everyone's reusing, all the USPS and FedEx packaging. You're not technically supposed to do that. I mean, I try not to, but anyway, whatever. Because I'll tell you, the USPS like bubble mailers, I found some that like fit CGC slabs like perfectly, and I was like, oh man, these would work really good to as some interior packaging, but I kind of stayed away from it. Okay. All right, guys. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'll go here. So, man, that Spider Gwen 1 for 100 variant, super hot. It's cooled off slightly, and I thought it was a real good time to pick up some copies, especially when I found a dealer that had this type of quantity. I still believe in this variant, and the graded copies of it are still commanding pretty decent money. So that is my play here. So we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now I have to go through these because 7 of them were sold as slightly damaged, and the other 7 were sold as being near mint copies. Okay, so when I checked with them, slight damage, they were talking about some color rubs. Well, I already know color rubs are allowed in 9.6s, and if it's a light color rub, it's allowed in a 9.8. So I don't know which. Okay, so these are the damaged. They have little D's on them. This book looks sweet. And I know I have my secret weapon, my presser, to press these things. So I knew that these damaged ones were going to grade high. Is that in the bag? Yeah, I think that's a little crack in the bag. Okay. So these are all the damaged ones, and I'm looking at them, and I'm not seeing anything that's concerning me. Little color rub there. You know, without taking them out, look at the back. The back is probably where the majority of the color rub is going to be. But, yeah. So basically, I was able to get these damaged ones for half price. And if I can just get the damaged ones grade 9.6, that's going to like double my money. And if we can get some 9.8s out of these clean ones over here, this could be a massive score, because the 9.8s are going for $800-900 a piece. You know, they look really, really nice, guys. You know, without taking them out and looking at the back, I'm not seeing any spine stresses really on any of them so far. I'm going to get these off to pressing and grading as soon as possible. Hopefully we can have them on the way to CGC within a week or two. And then we'll be unboxing these bad boys. And this one was a damaged one. You know, little spine stress in the white. Don't know if it breaks the color. You know, right down there. Don't know if you guys can see it. There was a little color rub on that staple right there. Don't know if you guys can see that or not, but you know, that amount of a color rub, I've seen that in 9.8s. You know, definitely 100% would be allowed at 9.6. Okay, let's check the chat, guys. Sorry, just been kind of doing my own thing. Terry23. Yes, I do have eBay, and my eBay user ID is j.dogg. If you see something on there, please don't buy from eBay, because we can both save some money. So if you see something on there you like, just throw me an email, cometcryptostock@gmail.com, and then you know, you can get it for less money. Mikey V, what's up, brother? Yeah, I mean they okay, all right. So each one of these, Mikey, could potentially be $800 to $900 once they're graded. So you know, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So if we can get, say, maybe 5 9.8s out of this by the time they get pressed, that's you know, close to that's 4,500 right there. So if we call this stack $5,000, you know, and we call this stack, I bet we're going to get some 9.8s out of these as well. Just because I'm seeing the color rubs, there's nothing here that's concerning me. I bet we're going to get another, you know, I bet we might get 8 to 10 9.8s out of this. So we probably have close to, you know, I'm hoping, we'll see when it grades. I'm hoping that we've got at least, you know, $9,000 in Spider Gwen's right there. This one, the dark one is commanding, you know, if we can get it to grade 9.6, I've seen people try to sell these for like $1,000. I don't know if we'll get it, but you know, there's a few people trying to get that kind of money for the dark variant here. So I'm hoping, with some luck, with all these books, you know, these ones here, this one, this pile here, and this one, I'm hoping we can hit that $10,000 mark just in Spider Gwen's. So we'll see what happens. You know, we'll be unboxing all this stuff. I'll have this and this Spider Gwen definitely all in the same CGC unboxing, so we can see, you know, right where we hit. You know, we'll see like, hey, did I make the $10,000? You know, it's going to be pretty close, I would imagine. So yeah. Yeah, so that's Mikey. This is like just kind of a reallocation of some of the Ultimate Fallout 4s because I don't need to have all my eggs in one basket, and even though it's still kind of in the similar basket because I just kind of moved it off to another animated movie that's going to be coming. But I mean, man, this cover is just gorgeous. I mean, from the first second I saw this thing, I was like, man, this is one of the nicest covers to come out in a few years, in my opinion. And a lot of people are chasing this book down, so a lot of people I think are agreeing. But yeah, was able to work a really good deal with this dealer and pick up these damaged ones for half price. I was like, oh man, I need to make a move on that because I already know that my presser can work some magic, and I asked them what damaged meant because, hey, if they all got a crunch to the corner, yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. But they're like, well, they got some color rubs on them, and I'm just like, color rubs? Yeah, bring me the color rubs at half price because I've seen 9/8s with color rubs, and some of these, like this little color rub there, that would probably be allowed in 9/8. So this book could be a 9/8, and I got it for half price. So anyway, that was, to me, I was able to work even a discount on top of that too, because I was like, hey guys, I'm spending like $5,000 here. I need a discount, and so they gave us like 10%. Hey, I'll take it. I'd have bought it if they'd have given me nothing, because I really knew that with my presser, we're going to get some high grades here. So I'm super excited. It's going to be, probably, to be safe, within 3 months we should have them back. Maybe 2.5, depending on how quick we can get them all pressed and packed and sent up to CGC. And I may try and throw some other books in with that submission as well. But definitely I'll keep all of these 1-for-100 Ghost Spider variants and this Edge of Spider-Verse 2. We'll keep all those in one submission. That way we can kind of keep track of, hey, did we make that $10,000 number or not? I mean, it's going to be real close, but that was kind of my thought process there. But anyway, guys, all right, I don't see any more questions in the chat. I tried to zoom in the camera a little bit more so you guys could see the books better. So hey, I'm trying to make improvements where I can. I think we've got the light situated to where it's not glaring on the books too badly. Seems to be looking pretty decent, and the new mic is working wonders. I'm super thankful to have gotten that thing because the other ones have been giving out on me. So guys, thank you for checking us out on what is Monday night, and I'm going to try and go live one more time this week. Hopefully Sunday, maybe like throw in a Friday or something in the mix, because I still got a lot of stuff to unbox, and I want to get like kind of caught up. Because I'm still looking at a huge pile, and I'm back at you guys over here. This is crazy. But thanks so much, guys, and appreciate you hanging out with me. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that type of good stuff. And we will catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.